I'm live. I'm just trying to get rid of this thing. Great, it went away on its own. So I told you this morning, I had to cut these up, put it on my foot, make sure it didn't, size 9 worked for a size 10.5. So don't blame the shoe for anything that happened. It's my own fault. It basically came down to just this one little corner. Gave me a little bit of rubbing. I got a little blister on my toe. You can see it on Instagram. I posted it. But overall, I really enjoyed running in this shoe. It's definitely a fun shoe to run in. It's a little on the heavy side. I think in a size 9, again, I can turn this back on and I'll tell you how much it weighed. In a size 9, we're looking at 9.63 ounces. So obviously in a 10.5, this is going to be over 10 ounces. Not a lightweight shoe. But I don't actually think this is for that person trying to run a sub 2-hour marathon. This one's designed more for those ultra distances. And I kind of figure that from a couple things about the shoe. First off, weight-wise, the Vault foam is not as light as, say, Zoom X or some of the other foams, but it is a nice foam. It has a nice give to it. Another thing that makes this comfortable for longer distances, I found, is when I pulled out this sock liner. It's got a very, I don't know, can you see that? It's like, there you go. You can see it's like almost like Boost bubbles in it. So that paired with this midsole does a really nice job of creating comfort. And you're on top of a stiff plate, so you can see the shoe has a little give in it, more give than a lot of plated shoes. So it's got a plate in there, but it doesn't feel like really hard. The other thing that makes it more geared towards ultra shoes is, I would say, this outsole. These rubber lugs, these can pretty much run on anything. Like you could run this on like not too technical trail. You could run it on, roads. You could run it on rail to trail pathways. The grip in this is going to be pretty decent. So overall, what this shoe actually ended up reminding me of, it's kind of like a hybrid between two things. I would say it's in between a Hyperion Elite 2 and the Skechers Glide Ride 2, which we've just finished the review for, so that'll be up soon. But just so you know what shoe I'm talking about, it's this shoe. Did I say Skechers? I got Skechers on my mind probably with this. It's Asics Glide Ride 2. This review should be up really soon. We've already filmed it. It's waiting in the queue to publish. This is another shoe that is a little bit on the heavier side. It's about comparable to the CTM Ultra Carbon. But it's another shoe that's meant to go long distance. And the way they both do it with a plate, this one doesn't have a carbon fiber plate, but it's got a plate in there. You can kind of see it there. And it just creates that nice roll. This has a nice roll in it. I would say it's got a soft feel. Is the shoe going to be worth the maybe $300 price tag? Not 100% sure. But I will tell you, I enjoyed running in it, and being able to enjoy running in a shoe that's a size and a half too small for you says something. So today I was just doing an easy run with my friends. We're just getting out there, having a nice run. Wasn't really paying attention to pace or anything like that. Just conversational pace, talking, running, having fun. And we ended up running around 7:56 for 7 miles. So I don't know what that is in KMs, but 7:56 average minutes per mile. So I don't know. Somebody can do the math, maybe leave a comment. I don't know what that would be. 7:56 in kilometers. Help me out. Anyway, yeah, so just kind of cruising. We went uphill to the park, we went down, we did flats. It just feels like a really smooth, it's a nice ride. I like the upper where I didn't cut it open. Let's see here, somebody's got, that's about 5 per km. Okay, there we go, that makes sense. Yeah, I dig it. I really want to try it in my size now. So hopefully after Craft gets over the fact that I destroyed one of their shoes by cutting it up, maybe they'll send me my actual size. Again, the only problem I had was this little corner I left on that I couldn't rip while I was running. That's why this is ripped more. I tried to rip it, but this little corner here, you can see, I was catching right on my big toe and just sawing it back and forth. So I got like a banana shaped blister on my big toe. Overall, I'm not too worried about it. It's a good trade for me. I really enjoy the shoe. So this is a good run. Felt good in this. I dig it. I think people are gonna dig this shoe. I don't think it's gonna be necessarily a, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody's gonna get over the weight and they're just gonna like the geometry and the smooth roll through their stride and be like, I don't mind that it's a little heavier. But coming up over 10 ounces when I have choices of carbon plated shoes that are much lighter than that, I'm probably gonna stick to something lighter for race day. If I was doing an ultra, like if I had a 50 miler that was mixed roads trails, I actually think it's just not quite technical. There's a Hat 50K here in Maryland that goes over some road, it goes over technical trail. If it was dry conditions for that and it wasn't too wet, I think the lugs on this would be enough for that. I think this would be a great choice for this. Yep, and I'm not gonna get cut in half. So, yeah, I would say this would be that great shoe for the style of running where people are going long, want comfort, want their feet taken care of, and feel confident in the shoe's going to get them there in a smooth ride. Okay, someone said agreed out with it. Yeah. All right, awesome. So somebody else agrees that buffed out trails and stuff, this would be really nice for. I do think it's a very versatile. This is probably one of the more versatile shoes with a plate I've run in, just because it can handle a lot of different terrains. It felt really good on cement. So even with these deep lugs, like it was not a bad ride on the roads. And you can see like those are gonna grip. And I ran over some ice today because there's some leftover snow in Baltimore. And this, I always felt pretty secure in my running. You can really see I land a lot more on the front of my shoe. See how than I do on the back. That looks like practically brand new. But that's 7 miles, Craft CTM Carbon Ultra. That's it. Until they get it in my size, I probably won't run in this again, but hopefully they'll send me one in a size 10.5. Do you think it'll be more durable than the carbon shoes? Yeah, I mean, this Vault foam seems closer to a traditional EVA. I'm not exactly sure what their Vault foam is, but I don't see this dying out, and it's built for the Ultra, so I'm guessing they want you to be able to stack up miles on this, and that's where I think the value is going to come from this shoe. To be able to stack up miles, carbon plated, nice cush feel, for a shoe that you're gonna be able to take into long distance. I think this has a place in the shoe collection. Another shoe you want to check out, this one's more for roads, would be the Glide Ride 2, because it's got that similar feel. It's got that rocker glide sole technology with a plastic plate. Also feels great for long distances and just cruising miles. So check that one out. And then, like I said, the other shoe it reminds me of is, and where is my Hyperion Elite? There it is. This shoe and this shoe have some similarities. Obviously, this one has like a Hyperburst midsole. This one has their Vault foam, which I think is more like a traditional EVA compound. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell, but that would be my guess. So cool. Thanks for coming on this journey with me and checking it out. Hopefully, you felt it was worth it that I cut these. I feel like it was worth it. I got to try this shoe. I've been excited to try it. I think Craft may have a nice first entry in. A lot of people talk about Craft having shoes before. They didn't really have shoes before. They used Carhu as their partner, and that's where the shoes came from. But I think this is a great entry into this space, and I think people are going to dig this shoe, and the Craft quality comes through. So check it out.